Hey YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different toy review on YouTube. Today we're going to be taking a look at these two here, because you know why? These are absolute dark side knockoff rip-off toys of a particular franchise, which involves a spin-off from the Disney Pixar Cars franchise, but the Planes franchise, if you've never ever heard it. For me, of course, or if you've never ever heard from Disney's Planes, well, they're basically just Disney cars, but planes. But anyways, we've also got these licensed toys. I'm actually going to straightforward cover these in a separate video on YouTube, because I don't want to straightforward counter together with the licensed toys versus the knockoffs, of course. That there's a licensed toy as well. What actually came from the charity shop are those weird fast food toys. Most of these are McDonald's. One of them is a Burger King toy, which I might take a look at that in another separate video, because hey, these toys have been straightforward mint in bag, which I might have a look at these in another video's time. But let's take a look at these knockoff looking Disney Planes toys. One of them is a blue and white Dusty Crop Hopper looking plane. Yes, Dusty Crop Hopper, the main character of the Planes franchise. And then you've also got the antagonist. Is that Rip Slinger, this green mean looking machine plane thing? Let's go ahead and set up something very much surprising. And I'm going to go down to the backyard garden and have a bit of a rough and tumble play. Okay, I've actually decided to teleport into my backyard garden. I'm actually going to play with the Disney Planes toys. Let's take a look at the examinations between Dusty Crop Hopper and Whip Slinger. It says aircraft and it says A1, so it's just a generic plane that looks a little bit like Dusty Crop Hopper from those stupid Disney Planes films, the spin-off to Disney Pixar's Cars, but it's not by Pixar, instead it's by Disney. And strange enough, it does have the look of Dusty Crop Hopper, but you know what's missing on the front? It's those propeller turbine blades that really spin. We've also got Whip Slinger, who for some reason it just says the word aircraft in it. I don't know if Whip Slinger, is he a Russian guy? I don't know, who knows, maybe stuff I can't really tell. It's got the propellers in the front, and it's got like something that can just manipulate if you want. Oh my goodness, I don't know how painful it gets. Told you these guys, there you go, I told you what, you know, these toys are a bit cheap and nasty, because they really do look very nasty, and they do represent very well, which is a bit sad to see. It's got those flame details on the front here. There you go. Very much nasty and gnarly, which is just sad to see, but hey, nothing stops those knockoff toys from pumping out. Well, I've actually just figured out that those toys have actually got a bit of a pullback feature. Let's do Dusty. Here we go. Let's fly, Dusty. What's going on with Dusty? Why is he not moving very well here? I don't know what's going on. Maybe this surface here, it's not the best. Let's try something else. Maybe on this wooden section here. Maybe I can give Dusty Crop Hopper a good fly here. Let's do Dusty first. It's not the strongest flying sort of thing. Maybe it's all connected to its spider webs and stuff like that, eh? Oh, here goes Dusty. Whoa! He's did a crash. And let's give Whip Slinger a good fly. I'm pretty sure this meaty is actually going to be a lot more faster than Dusty. Whoa! He's off the, oh man, why is he off from the shelves here? This is just crazy. Come on. Whoa! This is just wild. I don't know how much fun am I going to get in this toy review section. Hey, I don't know if there's enough space here for me to do this video, because, hey, whoa! Let's get Dusty moving before we can do a little bit of a smash up. Yeah, Dusty is relatively slow, but even though these toys have got these weird UKCA labels on the top here, I'm going to straightforward give these knockoff toys a bit of a send-off, because we're going to introduce Mr. Shovel. Yeah! And they've both fallen. Okay, I've decided to set up a nice little song for these planes for their own little send-off. So it's two little planes sitting in a row. Two little planes sitting in a row, but in one big shovel, she accidentally blows. There'll be no little planes sitting on the row. Well, okay, let's do a bit of a crash scene analysis of what I've just done so far. The planes didn't actually break up so much into its components. The plastic is actually a little bit tougher than I thought. It's actually also a bit very sharp as well. Strange enough, there is Whip Slinger, and you can actually see that this core section of the plane toy, it's actually broken straight forward into its mixtured components. You can actually see in just how sharp and shardy the plastic is. I might as well give it another good smash and crash with this toy here. It's very dusty here at the moment. I'll make sure that the toy is still breakable. Here we go! Oh yeah! Oh yes! Woo! Yep, no little planes sitting on the road. Oh yeah! For some reason I must have been pulling off some sort of little rock band type thing. How crazy is that? Never thought that the plastic here. Yeah, the plastic here on this toy here is actually a little bit tougher, as you can see. Here you go, the plastic, as you can see, it's a bit. And there's children in the background here. The planes didn't actually straightforward break into its components. Really, how'd you say? It's a bit. It's a little bit tougher than what I previously would have actually covered in previous videos. It's a little bit strange, isn't it? So there's Crusty, Dusty, Rusty, whatever his name is. Got no idea. There's the side components here. You can actually see in how much force I've done to this toy right here. Strange enough, you would have actually seen a very strange, elaborate knockoff of Dusty Crop Hopper, Rob Hopper, whatever you're going to call his name, from Disney Planes. And there you go, the wings do actually sort of break apart. You know, it's very much totally dangerous. Yeah, a child could potentially straightforward get themselves killed. And I'll tell you what, that plastic actually does seem to look like it's a mixture of being really tough, but it's also very delicate at the same time. So in that case, hey, it's another one of those dark side knockoff toys that has now flown off the planet. Sorry for the pun, but there you go. Those knockoff planes toys are straightforward, no longer on the planet. And I definitely say yes. You know, I was actually doing a body count, and strange enough, I wonder where's the undercarriage here. That's the little pullback undercarriage here. There's the little springy wire mechanisms here that allow the toys to do its little pullback mechanism. Not that I can do any more of that these days. I tell you what, those planes have straightforward been crushed by the ultimate force of Mr. Shovel. And I tell you what, guys, that is the main reason why these toys are knockoffs. Very elaborate, Fako, dark side knockoff planes toys. Very much so. You can actually start to see why they break very easily. Tell you what, this charity shop was so adamant and said, hey, these toys are very legitimate. But sadly, these toys are knockoffs, and would be very much ashamed to see that these toys are pretty much sold again. I don't know how they got into the charity shop, but I'll tell you what, guys, say, seeing that really disturbs me. Seeing that in legitimate charity shops, it really sort of, you know, disturbs me. And also that wing here as well. And look how much seam I can actually put up as much force as I can. You know, because this plastic is really delicate and also really sharp, I can put a bend into it and bam, these things can break really easy. You can see how pale and white those plastic seams go. You can just see how they're just so easy to break apart, pull apart, manipulate, twist them, bend them, force them, what we're going to call them. It's just wrong, like, to just sell knockoff toys like that. And I could tell you what, these things are straightforward out of my workshop, some distance away from my house. It's crazy, isn't it? There's more of that plastic that's just straightforward decided to take out because, hey, that's what knockoff, cheap and nasty Chinese plastic is from. There you go. I tell you what, my advice is that if you try to land knockoff toys in the UK, well, oh, there's one of its little components right there. I bet this thing can just break off really fast. See that? If I put another bend into it, you can actually see in how white the color scheme goes. It goes pale and lighter, and boy, my fingers are nearly going to get cut from this painful and utterly crazy sort of job here. Look, I can just pull apart Rusty Crop Hopper's tail here, Dusty Crop Hopper's tail, and he got cut, didn't I? Look, these toys may look nice, but they just break really easily. And the fact that the plastic is just, you know, just very shardy plastic, you know. That's the sort of stuff you should straightforward steer clear when you go outside shopping out and about from charity shop to charity shop. There's just so much of this stuff here. It is just incredibly scary seeing that. I don't understand why, but it just sort of scares me. You know what? Pulling these apart has made it so much more easier than just having to break it by shovel. This is just crazy, isn't it? Oh man, look at that. Those knockoff planes really have straightforward got crashed by the shovel. And that is just crazy to see it, isn't it? And from the time being, hey, look at all that air crash investigation that you can see right here. Just relentlessly reckless just seeing that. So sad to see a knockoff toy being destroyed by a completely and utterly powerful shovel. And there's a lot of whistling on the background right here, eh? In fact, I'm actually quite curious. Let's give these things a little bit more whacking. Okay, ready, Mr. Shovel? Right, here we go. I don't care if anyone's doing it, but let's go. Oh, sorted. Oh, I can also find a little bit of a wing component right here. There's another bit of evidence here before I should straightforward conclude the whole video right here. Look at this. Whoa. Look at that. Just very brittle the plastic. You can actually see just how completely and utterly menacing the plastic. You know, it just breaks. You know, the charity shop is just cheating on us. Just selling this sort of rip-offness. I just don't understand why. You know, I don't know why this sort of stuff just gets sold, let alone people trying to sell it. One of the worst knockoffs I've seen, but hey, you know what? Those knockoffs are no longer on the planet. And look at that. Oh man, look at that, guys. You can just easily bend that plastic into it. I'll tell you what, welcome to the dark side, if ever you've seen it. Really straightforward. There's a plane. Real plane on the background, but boy, I wouldn't cut my fingers if I would have dared to. There you go. That's all I'm going to straightforward say here in this video. So, oh man, what a crazy day seeing a knockoff couple of planes just straightforward broken by me. And I can tell you what, maybe I can do a little bit of another straightforward smash and crash of this thing here. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, that thing is just straightforward flung. This thing is very tough. That's not one to get broken off. Just weird, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. So, classic dark side. Just completely and utterly rubbish. Oh man, what can you say about people selling this stuff, man? It's just very bad. You know what? Seeing that stuff to me, I would imagine just bringing up a very hefty fine if you're caught selling it. Just no fun in games. Yep. Welcome to the dark side, as always, as per usual. So, that's probably about it in this knockoff dark side toy review of Disney planes. Yep, Dusty Crop-Up is dead. Whip Slinger is dead. Both planes are dead. There you go. That is about it, guys. So, if you really enjoyed in this weird and wacky knockoff planes toy review, please give this video a good like. Subscribe for more flat toy reviews in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now. And always advise never to buy any knockoff toys from a charity shop. Bye, guys.